Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel again, another episode but with a big surprise. We are not in our studio,
we are in a different place.
Yeah, and we are so excited.
Yes, thank you for tuning in once again.
Yeah.
Good morning, good day,
Morning, Sergio.
whatever afternoon, but they can see it.
Afternoon, night, day, no, we don't know because it's the social media. No.
So guess where we are? Tell them where we are.
We are in Wesley Chapel
Chapel, yes. And we call this place Sana Dental Studio and Spa.
Yay! EntreMediaPreneur is a unique local YouTube channel focusing on entrepreneurs and small business owners who want to
generate traffic, generate leads, create exposure, and optimize their social media tools.
Yep. And
today we have a very special, actually we are guests.
Yeah.
Because we come here to visit Dr. Sana Yusuf.
Yeah, and this is a great idea because a lot of people were sending us messages and say, why you don't go to the entrepreneurs? We want to see their environment, what they're doing, how they're doing it. And we are doing it now, and thank you so much for your comments and sending us all those messages. And we are listening. Remember to write comments and send us and like us.
We're here back with Dr. Sana and me, Dr. Sana. Thank you for having us. It's a pleasure being here, Wesley Chapel, on this beautiful morning.
Thank you. Yes, thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it.
And this beautiful office too. Yes. I'm overwhelmed. It's just like everything is so beautiful.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Yeah, you did a great job.
Thank you.
As you saw in the previous video, in the previous clip, this is where we are, in beautiful Wesley Chapel, and beautiful office. And the staff is also beautiful. So I had to dress to impress. I normally don't, but yes, okay, it's okay. So I'm gonna introduce Dr. Sana. I pulled this from your website, I pulled from different sources. So it says here, or what I got here, is that you're not the normal or typical doctor. We already can tell. Yeah. Because we already know you, but people there, they don't know you yet. They see maybe your website. But it says here you're not the typical doctor, all right? You've been in dental field since in high school.
Yes.
Okay. Held every job in the dental office, from the receptionist, insurance coordinator, dental assistant. You graduated Summa Cum Laude, right, from the University of Detroit.
Yep.
With a Bachelor of Science in Biology. At the age of 20.
Yeah, 20.
The age of 20.
You hear it good. 20.
Continued the education at Midwestern University College of Dental Medicine, right, in Illinois.
Yep.
And you earned your Doctor Dental Medicine degree at the age of 24.
Yes.
So it's not like you in medicine school forever.
No.
You did it so quick. You got to tell us 24. What was the magic?
Yeah.
Okay.
You joined the U.S. Army as an active duty captain and worked there as a general dentist.
Yep. All
right. You also were honored as a recipient of the Medal of the Commendation. And what type of medal was that? I have here as a medal, you understand? It's a decoration presented for somebody that sustains acts of heroism and this other word that I can't say. They already know me. They already know me.
Basically for being in the Army.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's what I told you when we were trying to decide if we want to say or no.
No. I did not jump on anything or do anything. I was just in the Army.
Yeah.
Grenade.
That's what we were talking when he was trying to decide, should I say it? And I said, well, she probably help us.
Okay, so you said it says here that you love to educate your patients, you're involved in the treatment, the decisions, you provide completely transparent, honest relationships. So you're like, all right, that dude needs to come out, and you're just like that?
Sort of. Halfway.
And then you're a member of so many dental associations and then groups and cosmetic dentists, and vice president of the board of Sunrise and Pasco County. There's also one here very special that I might want to you to tell us a little bit more, and it's also some community and help with the Haiti and Dominican Republic that you want to maybe touch later. So welcome, and here is Dr. Sana Yusuf.
Hi again. Oh my goodness, you guys are so flattering.
Yeah, but I want to mention this because this one touched very, very close to me, being a woman, and that you are a mother too, and a wife, and you have 3 kids, and I'm very close with that because, you know, I know how hard it's just to be an entrepreneur and have a family at the same time.
Oh yeah.
To be with them. And with that being said, we can start asking you, and if you can talk a little bit of, we already know your story, but we want to explore more about your entrepreneur journey.
Okay.
How everything, you know, started to have this beautiful building now and have everybody here with you as supporting your dream, because it's a dream that is come true when you see it.
Yeah, definitely.
En Biz Group Media, todas las soluciones de marketing están bajo un mismo techo. Con Biz Group Media, todo es más simple y más económico.
So we'll start on this side. We have 3 rooms for the dental side. They all look the same. So we have our purple chairs, our artwork, everything with our LED light. And then if you follow me this way, we have 2 more that look exactly the same. Like I said, the rooms are personalized. So each room has 2 doors, so it's just for you.
Yeah, listen after me,
So I think the big thing is, you know, like you said, I've been in the dental field since I was in high school. So I think with that in mind, I always thought maybe one day I will have my office, right? But there's all those steps. You have to finish high school, finish college, finish dental school. Then I was in the Army, so it's okay, let's get through the Army. Then we moved here to Tampa, and right when COVID started, 2020, everything was shut down.
Wow.
So then I'm transitioning from, you know, military to civilian. Then I'm transitioning from like military dentistry to civilian private practice dentistry, all in the middle of COVID. So the world is shutting down, and we have a 6-month-old
and you
baby.
opening up.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
And I read too that you were pregnant.
Yeah, so this office actually opened this year, but in 2020, that's when I started working just as a regular general dentist in Tampa. I was working at another office. So when I started working there, I just, you know, I was realizing little by little that I'm really good at running a business. And I was doing so much for this business, and it wasn't even mine. So I'm like, okay, so how can I take all this information, this leadership, and all the knowledge that I have now and transition into something that's mine for my family, for me, right? And it's funny because so there was this commercial real estate agent. He has been calling me since 2017.
Wow.
2017, okay? And I was in the Army. I started the Army in 2016. So he's been calling me, 5 years at this point. So calling me every time, and I'm like, hey man, I'm not interested, I'm in the Army, I'm not buying anything anywhere, like, no. But I'm not really good at saying like, don't call me back.
Yeah,
Like, you know, right now is not a good time.
But because you say it's not a good time, he keeps
Then he
going.
keeps
He
calling.
keeps you in his list.
Exactly.
It's a future. She never said no.
Yeah, I never said no. So maybe I need to learn how to set boundaries. That's the problem I have.
Yeah, you got 3 kids.
I have to set
You're
boundaries.
not listening after me, Fabi. I know her
I have to
voice.
set boundaries, Bobby. I said no.
No, yeah.
But
you see, you didn't say
so
no,
I didn't say
and
no.
look at what happened.
Exactly. So that was 2017. So 2018 he calls me. Say the same thing. 2019 he calls me. 2020 I'm like, dude, the world is shutting down. No, not right now.
Do you think I want to get something?
What are you thinking? And so finally he calls me in 2021. He called me. And so I just asked him, how much do I have to pay you? Okay, let's just cut to the chase.
Yeah.
What do I have to pay you? And he's like, no, you don't have to pay me anything. We just give you the information. I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay, send me the
Okay,
information.
fine, send me the information. All right, I'm interested. I was like, I'm not committing to anything, but if I don't have to pay you, okay, fine. But I gave him like a list, you know, like you make your list of what do you want list. And I gave him this like super narrow list. I was like, that's it. I was like, I'm not gonna
Be
like
flexible.
sacrifice or be flexible. This is what I want.
But you know, for him being so persistent, you can give him a shout out. Maybe he can get some business from us.
Yeah, Excite Realty.
Yeah,
They
that's
do
true.
healthcare realty. So his name is Austin, and then so Austin, this is for you. They're based out of they have two offices, one in Texas, one in Orlando. So it's funny because originally I was in Oklahoma when I was in the Army, so I had my Texas license there. So they were trying to get me to buy something in Texas or find
course,
places in Texas. And so when I told him in 2021, I was like, I don't live in Texas, man. I live in Florida. He goes, oh, perfect. We have somebody in Florida. I'm like, oh my god. I thought that was my out.
That's a good agent.
That was a good agent. It was, and now look where we are.
Yeah.
You can continue with your.
But so he told me, let me just give you information. It doesn't cost anything. And I'm like, okay, here's my list. I want to be in Wesley Chapel. This is what I want. Blah 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 blah. Whatever. Like super narrow list. So we start looking at places. There was only 2 places, commercial places available for renting. And one of them didn't work out, and then this was the place I was left. And so every time we're going through the whole step, you have to do lease negotiation and lease review and everything with the lawyers and the bank, and everybody's involved, right? So the whole way through the process, I'm like, I'm never expecting it to get to the finish line, right? At some point, I was like the first place, I was like, this is gonna end, and then that's it. And then we go back to the drawing board, and then we try again. And I was happy at the job that I was at. I wasn't like looking to do something. I feel like all the stars kind of aligned. So then we're doing the lease negotiation, lease review, and the lawyer goes, okay, that's it. It's good. Go ahead and sign it. And I'm like,
Really?
sign what? What does that
My
mean?
life away.
I was like, what does that mean? What are we signing? And he's like, seriously? And I'm like, wait, this is real. This is happening.
Yeah.
And so at that moment, I signed the lease, and I was like, okay, I signed a 15-year lease. That's it. 15 years.
15 years, please.
And
So-
you think, let me pause for a second. If you think that there's a scarcity, then you know that what's going to happen in the future? Like, is the business going to 15-year
15
commitment?
years,
15-year commitment that it is going to happen. It's
Like-
not going to fail. It's going to happen for real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Dr. Sana, before we move on, I wanna something that caught my attention. You say you weren't ready. It was because you were enjoying your being employed, basically,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So it was
that's a
more
good
like
question. I know where you're going.
was
I know
more
where you're
in the
going.
back of your head, like the 2 weeks payment, just convenience for me, my family, but jump into this one, be afraid if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna make it.
You're right. It's true. Having that steady paycheck every 2 weeks, especially after coming out of the Army, doesn't matter. I get paid no matter what.
Yeah.
So it was always that stability for my
Yeah.
family. For me, that stability is so important. And so honestly, having health insurance, having that pay, that was
Yep.
that was the big thing that was kind of keeping me as an employee. But then, you realize you're working so hard. Why don't you work so hard for yourself? And I
Exactly.
think that's what kind of switched. And so I know, and I knew, and I still am, going into opening your own business, it's a sacrifice. But you have to invest in yourself.
Yeah.
You have to believe in yourself and have that faith. And I think that's like the biggest thing, is just having faith in your vision and what you want to do. And just in that moment, I realized, I'm never going to be happy just being somebody's employee. I'm a really good employee.
I like that.
Yeah.
Say that one more time.
Yeah.
I'm never going to be happy being somebody else's employee. Having a really good support system, like my husband, he's my support system.
It says here that your husband, your family.
My family, my husband, without them, none of this would be possible, and I think that's the thing. My husband doesn't know anything about dentistry. He's not a dentist, he's a high school teacher. So I come tell Fabi this, and he just listens to me, and then he'll give me his opinion, you know, and it's nice to have that outside perspective, outside of the bubble. Give me what you're thinking. And you know,
That's a good perspective.
It is. It's a good perspective. And then also he helps me, you know, the furniture that we're sitting on. He helped me build it. You know, he's here helping me with whatever he can in whatever capacity he can. And so having that like support system, I think, is also really.
I'm gonna add something to you because I know personally, I know her husband. These two are very nice people. Like their soul are, I don't know, full of angels. They're blessed because Fabi is an amazing person, and obviously two amazing people come together.
That's beautiful.
Here we have our intraoral scanner that I was telling you guys about. So it helps us take a good look at your teeth, 3D, so you can see them too.
Beautiful.
As more to add to the awesomeness of this place and Dr. Asana, I want you to touch base on something that is probably close to your heart. Helping others. So it says here that you provide dental and medical services to children without access to care.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit more about that.
So I'm part of this organization. It's called Angels for Humanity. They're based out of Miami. It's like a nonprofit, and they do a lot of stuff for Haitian children. And so last year we went to the Dominican Republic with them, and we went to the Haitian community there. And you know, it's the slums. It's, you know, poverty, people in poverty. And so we went, and in 3 days we saw 600 kids.
Oh.
600 kids in 3 days, and we were doing just like basic, like, so we had pharmacy there, we had dental and medical, and so we were doing, like, for the dental side, we were doing exams, we were doing cleanings, fillings, extractions, sealants, things like that, like just basic what we could do right there on the spot without X-rays. And then on the medical side, they were doing like full exams. And then giving medications. The pharmacy was dispensing medications if they needed that. And so it was nice to be able to see, you know, the kids, we went to a school, and so they, you know, and it was just us there. We set up in the cafeteria, and we had like little dental chairs, like makeshift dental chairs, and we did what we needed to do for 3 days, you know, and they were long days. It was hard. I've never done anything like that before. But it was so fulfilling, and I told my husband and my son, like, next time we go back, you guys are coming with me. You're coming with me, and I think it's for my son to see how much we're blessed to have.
Your older son.
My older son, yeah, but then also, you know, I think just for him, one, to see how blessed we are, but also to see kids his age. These are kids his age. That in totally different environment.
Before we go to the digital trends, I want you to finish the idea of the name, because I know you want to share that one.
Squirrel brain. See, I told you. We keep getting off topic. Okay, so this is how it started. People love the spa. People hate the dentist, okay? I hear it every day, 5 times a day. So stop telling your dentist that you hate the dentist. It makes them really sad, especially for somebody like me who's like a people pleaser. I'm like, wrong occupational choice. Everybody goes, I hate the dentist. And I'm like, this is the 6th time I've heard it today. Thank you. I hope you don't hate me. Welcome to my office. Let's make you like the dentist. So that was kind of how it was like born. People hate the dentist. People love the spa. But
so while you're getting a massage, you're getting a toothpaste?
No.
That's the next idea. That's the next idea.
That's what everybody thinks.
Can you give me a facial and then, what happened?
You know what? So for me, it was never meant to be a real spa. Okay? So like, this is what I'm saying. In 6 months, it has turned into something that I never, when I signed that 15-year lease, it was never meant to be a real spa, okay? So it was more like, I do Botox, we do fillers, we have aromatherapy scents, here's a fuzzy blanket, here's a neck pillow, listen to some relaxing music, feels like a spa. Here's the pretty lights and the relaxing colors, feels like a spa. And let's take your teeth, right? Let's make it into let's offer more spa services. Not anything crazy, no massage, no body none of this. Facials. So we got an esthetician. what more can I do? So I got a nurse practitioner.
Wow.
So now we have another provider here. We have a nurse practitioner. So it's not just me, you know, I can do Botox, I can do fillers, I can do all the machines. But I got you guys somebody who is specialized in this, a women's health nurse practitioner. Okay, now we're gonna start adding more med spa services. So we got a laser, we got a microneedling machine. Okay, but what are those things, guys? What is it? Okay, so then now the way that we just coin our business is that we are a med spa. We specialize in head and neck.
Yep.
So we need to move on, unfortunately. We have some other segments that we want to talk to you about.
Yeah,
And
we're gonna go to the digital trends.
yes, so we're going to take a little break. If perhaps want some water, you want some water, take some break. We'll be back in a few seconds.
Make sure you come back.
Yeah.
Come back.
Stay tuned.
Forget about those objections and let's start the adventure together. At US Media Boss, we can help you accelerate the growth of your business through paid advertising, social media marketing, corporate brand, growth with minimal investment, monitoring your audience, and new ideas. Let's do amazing things together. Tell us about your project.
And we are back here in our
Yeah.
segment, Digital Trends. And she likes to dance. You'll see.
Yeah, after talking about arepas,
she likes to dance.
we are back. We're hungry now.
Do the audience know that where you're originally from?
No, I don't think so.
Let them know.
Okay, so I'm 100% Pakistani.
And she dances salsa.
I can dance Colombian salsa. It's thanks to my husband, who's 100% Colombian.
Wow.
So I'm Pakistani, but yo puedo hablar español because I learned it in school. Pero necesito practicar mi español. No sé todas las palabras, pero estamos
That's good
aquí.
enough. Wow.
Muy bien, perfecto.
We'll see how she.
You know, just a little.
So in this digital trends, this is about industry on the dental.
Yes.
One of the things that I pull is the convenience. Obviously, we are post pandemic, and there's a lot of uncomfortable in situations where people feel like, is there still the uncertainty of if I'm secure, if I'm gonna be fine, safe. So one example that I have is an online portal to book appointments, to fill out forms, expand your office hours, online payments, all the convenience of people doing things online first before they come into the office.
Yes.
What's convenient about your office that makes it different?
So all of those things, you know, we have online scheduling, we have online patient portal so you can do your paperwork before you get here. We have online payment options, financing, everything's on the website, you know, so I try to keep anything that a patient could ask us about, it's there on the website available for them to look at.
How do you
The
work
other
that
things.
part of the emotional dentistry?
Like your press and your looks. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, you change somebody's life.
And there's a lot of technology, you know, too.
Yeah,
that
there
is, I
is.
don't know. Do you use something here for
Yeah,
you? What do you use on the digital
So we
technology
have-
way too?
So we just go back to the old school picture, black backdrop. Pictures, videos, that's kind of the way we start. And then we do what we call a 3D scan. So we have like a 3D intraoral scanner. It takes an image of all the patient's teeth so we can look at them on the screen, show the patient what we're looking at, what we're seeing. I have an app on my phone, which is just really quick. You know, I could even do it to you today. I take a picture of you smiling and then we play with some buttons and I show you, look, this is not exactly what it's going to look like, but look at the potential. So
Wow,
people
that's
kind of
pretty
have an
cool.
idea of like, okay, this is what I couldn't get to.
You mentioned the social media. How important is to show to people like we can do it by knowing the way the magic and how the social media power is working for you with this impact.
I mean, honestly, social media is really hard. It's a full-time job. And so
Yep.
I think in any business, there's sacrifices, right? So a couple sacrifices that I've had to make as an entrepreneur. I don't cook. Laundry takes, maybe it takes an hour to wash, it takes 48 business hours to be put away, okay? So that's another thing. But then also social media. I think if again, I know I have to utilize social media better, and that's probably where I have to delegate to somebody to help me, because I'm not good at accepting help or asking for help, and so that's something that I probably need to work on, and hand that off to somebody else. Hey, manage my social media, do this for me. So, you know, we do use Facebook ads, Google ads, and we've gotten lots of lead generation. People see what we're doing, and slowly we're getting traction for people to see exactly what it is what we have to offer. I may not be utilizing it as best as I could, and I think that's something.
Because like you say, it's a full-time job. It's so many things and new options, and every day they're creating something new for entrepreneurs to grow their business. And also, a lot of people said, like, I can go to the dentist until my teeth are so destroyed because they're too expensive. How do you work with that? Because I know that comes to your way.
Prevention.
You're talking about prevention?
Yeah, well, more than money. More than money, because
Okay.
everybody said that, you know, a lot of people had the thing that, oh, I can't go to the dentist because it's so expensive, right? But it's just so many plans that probably you offer here in your studio.
So here's a really good example. So sealants, I don't know if everybody knows what sealants are, okay? But they're basically like a protective coating that you put on your teeth. Usually kids get them, and insurance pays for the kids to have them on only their molars, okay? So what does that do? It seals the grooves, prevents you from getting cavities, keeps the food out, whatever, all that good stuff. Okay. Sometimes insurance doesn't cover a sealant, okay? So if a sealant is $50 for me to do it, your insurance doesn't pay it, but you have to pay $50 and you need to get it on 6 teeth. Okay, so what are we at? $300. Okay, that's prevention. Or you don't do it, you come back with a cavity, and me to fill that cavity is $300 on one tooth.
Times 6.
Times 6. Maybe every tooth has a cavity now. So what is, you know, so prevention, like you were saying, is the key. Prevention.
So as an entrepreneur, how can you help other people in your team to reach those goals?
I think it's delegating what you can to people.
Delegating.
So I think that's a really big thing. And then being able to ask for help. I think as a business owner, you think that everything needs to fall on you. And of course, there are some sensitive things that you're like, okay, I have to handle this, okay? Like, of course, any business, anything has that. But then there's some things that you're like, do I really need to be the person doing that, you know? So I think that's the other thing, which has been hard for me to take a step back and be like, I don't have to do that, somebody else can do that.
And welcome to our last segment of today.
Yeah.
This is the point where we get all sad because we're leaving, but this segment is called Dancing with EntreMediaPreneur.
Wait, I have to dance?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, okay, I'm gonna need a minute.
Come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer. Come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer.
Oh my goodness.
What just happened?
Stop.
Hey, what happened?
That was my workout for the month.
Oh, okay.
For the
She said that
month.
she's gonna do something and you just did it.
No more.
Well, thank you for having us.
Of course.
It's amazing. You guys have a great staff. The places
Thank
are
you.
awesome. You are awesome.
Oh, you guys are
Bobby,
so-
you
Yeah.
marry well.
Yeah. Thank you,
Oh,
Dr.
you
Sana.
No,
very
I
well.
married
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Yes. We
Yeah.
both married well.
Yeah.
Bobby.
Yeah.
Oh my
Thank you,
goodness.
Dr. Sana,
Of
and thank you for
course.
opening your office to all of
course.
audience. And we hope the best for you.
Thank
You already
you.
go in the path that you are already a successful woman, and and a beautiful mother and a wife. For what we experienced, you talking about your husband, and now you have the window to our audience to tell them what do you want to express, or if you have
course.
any observation or something that you want to tell them.
Well, I just wanted to say thank you guys if you've stuck around this long. Thanks for hanging out with us and listening to all the awesome information that we've been putting out there. If you guys need anything from me, totally open door policy here. Feel free to reach out to me on social media, leave a comment on this video, and they'll reach out to me. I think the biggest thing, you guys have heard a little bit about my office, about me, so you know I'm a straight shooter. I'll say it how it is. So
Army girl.
Army girl, yes, correct. So if you are looking for a dentist, if you're looking for a med spa, if you're looking for a friend, if you just need to talk about opening a business, doesn't matter what it is, you guys are always more than welcome to reach out. I would love to see you as a patient, as a friend, as a fellow small business owner, whatever it may be. For those of you guys that are wanting to come and see us for our dental and our med spa stuff, definitely make sure you mention this video on your phone call with the front staff, and I will put some freebies into your appointment for you. I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's a surprise, but I have some good free stuff hanging around. Could be a collagen mask, could be some whitening. We got a lot of things here. So just give us a call, make an appointment. I'd love to see all of you, whether it be, like I said, dental, med spa. If you want to collaborate, whatever it is, I'm here for you guys. It was so nice to meet you all and teach you about myself, my office, and my business.
Thank you again for having us.
Yep.
And then don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell.
And leave comments out there. And we're going to share all her links too for you to have access to all her accounts.
Thank you.
YouTube, website, Instagram, her website, and all the information.
And what's going to happen as usual, we leave with dancing again.